Have you ever walked down a busy street, surrounded by hundreds of people, and suddenly a random dog locks eyes with you and walks straight to your feet? It feels like magic, doesn't it? Like you were chosen. And the truth is, you were. It wasn't an accident, and it wasn't a coincidence. Dogs see, hear, and feel things that are completely invisible to us. They are constantly scanning the crowd, reading energy, and decoding secrets about your personality before you even say a word. If strange dogs keep finding you, it means you are broadcasting a signal that only they can hear. But what exactly are they seeing in you? Today we are going to unlock the mystery behind this magnetic connection. We're going to walk through 16 reasons why the canine world has decided that you are the one. Let's start with the most beautiful reason of all, the one that speaks to who you are at your core. It's the chemistry of kindness. You might think kindness is just an action, but to a dog, kindness is a smell. When you are a genuinely compassionate person, your body chemistry changes. You release oxytocin, the love hormone, and endorphins. These chemicals change the composition of your sweat and your skin oils. A dog's nose is up to 100,000 times more sensitive than ours. They can smell that chemical shift from half a block away. You might be standing in a crowd of angry, stressed out commuters, and to a dog, you smell like a lighthouse in a storm. They aren't just guessing. They are following a biological trail of safety. Over thousands of years, dogs evolved to detect safe humans because their survival depended on it. The ones who approached angry humans didn't survive to pass on their genes. So if a dog walks up to you, take it as the highest compliment. Your body is literally smelling like love. But for some dogs, it's not just about love. It's about survival. This brings us to the street-smart intuition of the stray dog. A homeless dog doesn't have the luxury of making mistakes. Every calorie counts. Every interaction is a risk. When a stray dog scans a crowd, they are looking for very specific micro-cues. They are watching the rhythm of your walk. Did you slow down for a millisecond when you saw them? That's a green light. Did you glance at them and then soften your eyes? That's an invitation. Most people walk with tunnel vision, ignoring everything around them. That signals danger or indifference. But you probably have soft focus. You are aware of your surroundings. A stray dog reads that awareness as potential. They aren't just looking for food in your pocket. They are looking for a break in the wall of indifference. If a street dog picks you, it's because you signaled, perhaps without even knowing it, that you see them. You acknowledge their existence when the rest of the world looked away. And sometimes they approach you not because of who you are, but because of how you are feeling right now. We need to talk about the sadness beacon. Dogs are emotional sponges. When you are grieving, depressed, or just having a terrible day, your cortisol levels spike. Your posture changes. You slump, you move slower. To a human, you might look unapproachable. To a dog, you look like a pack member in distress. Studies have shown that dogs are more likely to approach a person who is crying than a person who is humming or talking. They don't understand why you are sad. They don't know about your breakup or your bad day at work, but they feel the imbalance in the energy. Their instinct is to fix it. They come over and lean against your leg or put their head in your lap. It is a primitive form of first aid. They are offering their presence as a grounding force. If random dogs find you when you are at your lowest, it's because they are trying to heal you. However, Dogs are also incredibly selective. They don't just pick based on emotion, they pick based on body language. This is why they ignore some people completely and flock to others. A dog makes a decision about you in under a second based on your silhouette of safety. A person who is tense, marching with stiff arms and staring straight ahead, looks like a predator on the hunt. Direct eye contact is a threat in the animal kingdom. But if you are the kind of person who meanders, who keeps their hands loose, and who looks at the world with a peripheral gaze, you look safe. Dogs avoid frontal people, people who square their shoulders and march head on. They are drawn to lateral people, people who move with a bit of a curve, who turn their side to the world. If you are naturally relaxed in your body, you are speaking their language of peace. You aren't trying to dominate the space so they feel comfortable entering yours. This language of the body explains a phenomenon that confuses many dog owners: why dogs often trust strangers more than the people they know. Have you ever seen a dog shy away from a loud uncle but run to a complete stranger in the park? It's because the stranger has no baggage. When we know a dog, we often try too hard. We stare, we grab, we use a high-pitched voice, we loom over them. We are overwhelming. But a stranger on a park bench who is just reading a book, that person is neutral. They aren't asking for anything. They aren't forcing an interaction. To a dog, that neutrality is magnetic. It allows the dog to investigate at their own pace. If you are the type of person who ignores dogs until they come to you, you are actually using the most powerful attraction technique in the book. You are playing hard to get, and dogs love it because it gives them the agency to choose. This agency is also why dogs are so fascinated by children. Kids move differently than adults. They are erratic, yes, but they are also closer to the ground. An adult looming 6 feet above a dog is a giant. A child is an equal, but it goes deeper than height. Children smell different. They haven't hit puberty yet, so they lack the intense hormonal musk of adults. They smell like milk sugar and innocence. Dogs, especially females, often have a maternal or protective response to this scent profile. They recognize youth. Now, not all dogs love kids. The erratic movements can be scary. But a confident dog sees a child as a playmate or a puppy that needs guarding. If dogs always approach your kids, it's because they see a kindred spirit, someone who wants to play someone who is honest about their feelings, and someone who isn't trying to be the alpha. But let's be real for a second. Sometimes it really is just about the food. If you are the person eating a sandwich on a park bench, you are going to make friends. But it's not just the smell of the ham. Eating is a vulnerable act. In the wild, you don't eat when you are fighting. You eat when you are safe. When you are sitting there chewing, you are broadcasting a signal of relaxation. You are occupied. Your mouth is full. Your hands are busy. You are less of a threat. Dogs approach picnickers not just to beg, but because the energy around a meal is usually communal and peaceful. They are testing the waters. Are you the type of leader who shares? In a pack, the leader eats first, but a benevolent leader allows the others to finish the scraps. They are checking to see if you are a benevolent leader. Now, here is a reason that is a bit more mysterious and perhaps a bit more serious. Dogs are diagnostic machines. They can smell disease. We know they can smell cancer, diabetes, and impending seizures. But they also sense general inflammation and frailty. If you are sick, even if you don't know it yet, or even if it's just a chronic condition like arthritis, you smell different. Your metabolism changes. Your immune system creates byproducts that are excreted through your pores. A dog might approach you and sniff a specific part of your body intently, or they might just stay near you, acting as a guardian. In the wild, the weak members of the pack are protected. If a dog seems glued to you for no apparent reason, listen to your body. They might be sensing a vulnerability that you are ignoring. They are trying to watch your back because they know you aren't at 100%. On a lighter note, maybe you just smell like a party. If you have other pets at home, you are a walking, talking billboard for the animal kingdom. You don't just smell like human. You smell like your cat, your dog, your hamster, and your laundry detergent. A street dog smells you and reads your entire biography. They know you are an animal person. They know you have a male dog who is neutered or a female cat who is grumpy. This scent tells them that you are experienced. You know how to handle fur. You know where to scratch behind the ears. You aren't going to freak out if you get a little paw print on your jeans. You smell like a safe harbor. It's a resume of kindness that you wear on your clothes, and it gives them the confidence to say hello. This idea of safety is also why dogs flock to the elderly. Have you noticed this? An old dog will walk past 5 teenagers to get to a grandma on a bench. Why? It's the pace. Seniors move slowly. They stop often. They are rarely erratic. To a dog, speed is stress. Slowness is sanity. An elderly person is predictable. They aren't going to make sudden moves. They aren't going to scream. They offer a quiet, steady presence. Also, seniors often have more time. They are the ones who stop to talk to the birds to watch the sunset. Dogs resonate with that mindfulness. They live in the moment, and often so do the elderly. It's a meeting of two souls who have stepped out of the rat race, but sometimes the timing is just right. Dogs live by a circadian rhythm that we often ignore. If you are a night owl or an early bird, you are entering their world. Street dogs have shifts. The morning crew is usually looking for food scavenging before the city wakes up. If you walk at 5 a.m., you are seen as a fellow scavenger, a morning hunter. The evening crew, however, is more social. They have eaten, they have rested during the heat of the day, and now they are looking for connection. If you walk your neighborhood at dusk, you are meeting dogs in their social hour. You aren't interrupting their work. You are joining their leisure time. Your schedule aligns with their biological clock for friendship. Then there is the gender factor. It's not political. It's biological and experiential. Dogs can smell the difference between testosterone and estrogen. Testosterone can smell more intense or aggressive to a fearful dog. But more often, this is about trauma. A dog that was kicked by a man in boots will fear the sound of heavy footsteps and the scent of men. They will gravitate toward women because women represent not the abuser. Conversely, some dogs prefer men because they were raised by a single guy who played rough and fun games with them. If you notice a gender bias in who approaches you, don't take it personally. It's usually a reflection of that dog's history. You just happen to match the profile of their safe person. Your posture plays a huge role too, specifically whether you are standing or sitting. A standing human is a tower. A sitting human is a hill. When you sit on a bench or the grass, you reduce your height by half. You are no longer looming. You are on their level. Your vital organs, your face and neck, are accessible. It is a gesture of trust to sit down near a predator. Dogs see this and think, okay, this human is grounding themselves. They aren't ready to attack. It's also harder to chase someone from a sitting position. You look anchored. If you want a dog to approach you, just sit down. It is the universal sign of "I have time for you." But let's look at the visual spectrum. Dogs don't see color like we do, but they see contrast. A person in a giant puffy black coat with a hood up looks like a shapeless monster. The silhouette is wrong. It doesn't look human. A person in lighter, tighter clothing where the limbs are visible looks understandable. Hats, sunglasses, and umbrellas can all be triggers. They obscure the face and eyes, which are critical for communication. If you are the person who takes off their sunglasses when a dog looks at you, you are winning the game. You are revealing your intentions. If dogs avoid you in winter, but love you in summer, check your coat. You might look like a bear to them. But beyond the clothes and the smells, there is the energy test. You pass the test that everyone else fails. Most people carry a cloud of stress, anxiety, and distraction. They are on their phones. They are worrying about bills. They are late. Their energy is jagged. If you are the person who is simply breathing, who is present in the moment, you shine like a diamond. Dogs are drawn to grounded energy. They seek balance. If you are calm, they want to borrow your calm. They approach you to draft off your peaceful wake, just like a cyclist drafts behind a car. You are an emotional charging station in a chaotic world. And finally, reason number 16, the chosen one. Sometimes there isn't a scientific explanation. Sometimes a dog just sees your soul. They look at you and they recognize a friend. Maybe you remind them of someone they loved long ago. Maybe your energy just clicks with theirs. It's a spark. Out of hundreds of people on the street, they walked up to you. They trusted you. They saw the kindness in your eyes that maybe you forgot was even there. So the next time a strange dog nudges your hand or leans against your leg, don't just brush it off. Pause, take a breath, realize that you have been scanned, analyzed, and approved by one of the most intuitive creatures on earth. You have passed the test. In a world that can be harsh and disconnected, a dog found the humanity in you. And that is something to be proud of.